There we go.
Cool.
There we go. We're officially live, I believe.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, sweet. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Jumping right in, we are going to be talking all about our experience reading and reliving Hocus Pocus. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first make sure my audio is not doing what it was doing earlier.
You sound fine to me.
Cool. Also, I just shared the link everywhere to my
Hi, baby.
knowledge. So hopefully my link is working properly.
Your link is working because I tested it earlier.
Perfect. All right. So what we're going to be doing today is talking all about the Hocus Pocus original story and then the new sequel, or all new sequel is what it's called, right? All new sequel?
Yeah.
Which, please.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Super interactive. But I want to start off by saying happy first day of fall. It is official. We are in fall and it is legit first day of fall. And if you don't know, I am all about the spooky season. This is the vibe. This is what we're going for. But my first question, getting us going in the chat, in the live, what is your favorite thing about fall?
The weather.
The weather. Okay.
Yeah.
I love how it just starts getting colder and then the leaves are changing. It's just beautiful.
I like it. Okay. What you got,
I
Alicia?
really like I like baking in the fall, like when it's like apple cider muffins or something along those lines. Like that's really big. Like back where I'm from, we used to go to a huge pumpkin patch and apple cider and all that stuff, and I guess that's just the reason I love it.
I could literally smell the fall. Like the season has a smell. It's like pumpkin, spice, and everything nice. You see how I did that?
Yeah.
I think for me, my favorite part is the ambiance. It's something about sitting in front of your window with fog and you're
A
seeing
candle
the
lit.
leaves, a candle lit. It's a vibe. I love the fall. So I have to say it's the ambiance, it's the vibe that it creates. But that's my favorite part. For those who are watching, what is your favorite thing about the fall? Let's jump into this chat really quick. So
Cat and Cachet are here.
Hey, Bonnie, Alicia, and Jamie. Hey, Pat. Thank you for coming. Oh, hey, Shay. I miss you. I miss you.
One of my favorite people in the whole entire world.
Right? I can wear all the. Oh, that's right. The layers. Hello.
Boots.
Hoodie, jacket, sweater,
Boots.
boots. The best socks. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
The best tights and stockings. Oh, yes, Shay. I am with you 1,000 trillion% on that. The weather has changed big time in UK. It's cold. We were just talking about there before we started. It was like 85 degrees and now it's in the 60s. I'm like, okay.
It dropped 20 degrees in 24 hours. It's
It was like about that life. Like, forget it. We're just going to do it. Hey, Ashley, my love. How are you?
Hey.
You don't have to go out, wrap up, and cozy. Candle spice, hot drinks. Ooh, that's true. I always forget about the hot drinks.
What kind of spice are we talking about, Pat? I can take it either way.
That's true. That is true. You know what I haven't tried? I just recently tried this pumpkin spice latte drink. It was really, really good. But I haven't tried, like, what do you call it? It's not pumpkin. I think it's like apple something.
The apple crisp macchiato thing?
I think that's the one. Yeah. And I was like, I'll try that one next time.
I prefer it to this might be sacrilegious. I'm not a big pumpkin spice person. When it comes to like I don't like I like it when it's like a mom and pop shop. Like I have this pumpkin spice cappuccino mix and it's not too much, but I feel like when it's got all the syrups in it, it can get too chemically.
Yeah.
I guess it's the right word. Like it's like
being a person who tries to remake a lot of stuff, I can totally understand what you mean by that. I can totally understand that.
I'll have to send you a picture of the cappuccino mix that I have. You can buy it at Walmart.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I miss you too, my love. Life has been crazy. I know, right? My birthday and all the pumpkin things. That's right. Your birthday is in fall. That's probably why you like it. Just for your birthday. I see how it is. The shade. Yes, all of that. Ridiculous. I love it.
But we love you.
Spicy drinks. Okay, Pat, you have to let us know.
Are you talking spicy hot chocolate? What are we talking?
Or are you talking like spicy McFlurry? Because I got to watch you. All right. So while we finish up, my first question is a hard one. So we're talking about Hocus Pocus. How do you think the book demonstrated the characters? What do you think? How'd they do?
I feel like they gave them more time to like grow into, because even though I love Hocus Pocus, it's very short, the movie, and you kind of have to like get all the plot points into that. So they had to cut some stuff out, you can obviously see. But I like you got to spend more time with the main characters that were in the original.
Do you feel like you know them better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. What about you, Jamie?
Developed more better.
Okay.
You got to see more of like how Poppy likes Isabel, how like, and then how her best friend Trevor's like, well, go for it, like pushing her to go for it.
That was the cutest part.
Yeah, I think before, right? I think before Max was just like gun ho, like I'm going for Allison. Like you didn't get any backstory about why he liked her so much.
For him, all it took was the looks. He was like, "Oh, she's a baddie. What's up?"
And she wore that red peacoat.
For his daughter Poppy, she talked about how she liked Isabel's smarts, how determined she was, and it was really cool. I liked it.
I think for me, character-wise, I always knew that the witches were crazy, right? Like we knew from day one, therapy was needed and it was not given.
Yeah.
But I think I kind of understand their madness a little bit more, knowing how kind of about their storyline with their mother and their relationship with each other a little bit more, which like that's why y'all crazy. Like they have that bond with each other because they didn't have it with their mom. So now they overcompensated their relationship, which makes a lot of sense why Sarah's boy crazy. She is just like boys.
Peter.
Right? But then they also blindly like follow their sister, like, hi, whatever you say, whatever you want us to do, we'll do it. I wish my siblings were like that. They hard-headed. They don't listen.
I tell you, my sister don't listen to nothing.
Oh my goodness. What did Pat just say? I was crying.
Oh my God.
What are we going to do with you?
Those. I'm in.
What are we going to do with you?
Start selling them, Pat.
Start selling them.
And you can use dairy-free ice cream to do it.
Pat, next time we talk, you're going to be talking about my shop is doing great. I opened up a shop and this is what we're doing. Hey, everyone. I can't stay, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, Ty. I know you read way before all of us, so you probably already know most of the stuff we're talking about. So
I want to know your feelings on it, Ty. You didn't really talk about it.
You still have to let us know.
Yeah.
So here is my next question, and this is for you all as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be Hocus Pocus related. How many books did you have on your TBR for this month, and how many did you actually read?
Are you counting the ones that you're still working through, or no?
No.
Okay.
Only if they're 50% read.
Okay.
Okay.
One.
I had 8 books on my TBR.
Okay. How many?
And I think I read, let's see, I read Hocus Pocus.
Wait,
8, I think. And I've read 7. And I'm halfway through another one.
I think I read 4 on my TBR, but I actually ventured off my TBR too and did the second Amari and the Knight Brothers book.
Okay.
And I just got Neil deGrasse Tyson's new book, so I'm listening to that one too.
How was the second Amari? I haven't read it yet.
So good. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm so happy you liked it. I was worried.
I loved it. And I love you get more backstory on her friend that's a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I love that fact.
You get more story on the friend that's towards the end of the first one. Do you get the story about the friend that she brings to the?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then you get a little bit more on the magician types because they've all the ones that have been hiding found Amari.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you get more on them, and you get a little bit more backstory on all the Van Helsings too.
Nice.
Okay, that was brought up in the first book. Not
yeah,
really.
So you get a little bit more in why and how their father feels about finding 2 magicians in their family that he didn't know about.
Nice.
Huh. I can't wait to read it.
For me, I had 6 books on my list. I don't call them TBRs. Y'all know I'm anti-TBR, but
a recent read list.
Yes, my recent read list had 6 books on there. I currently am on book number 9, but I still have 2 books that I want to finish before the month's over.
Oh, I forgot I read that Elvira book too.
Oh yeah, we read Frankenstein. Why didn't I remember that?
Frankenstein, don't you can kill the bride.
I'm in the middle of this one. And then in the middle of the Neil deGrasse Tyson one. But yeah, I read Frankenstein, Hocus Pocus, You May Kill the Bride. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But I think it's 10 books that I read. I only had 6 though. So I've passed my TBR. I just gave up on it because of my traveling.
Yeah, you had a busy month.
Also, I was like reading random books, just like, oh, this looks nice. I'm gonna start reading it. Because you all were recommending, like, if you're struggling with picking books, just try reading the first chapter. And then I read the first chapter and I look up and I'm like, oh, snaps, I'm reading 12 books right now. So that's how that worked. But jumping right into the chat here, we have Pat 8, read 12. Pat, you're having an amazing reading month. I love it.
You're a reading machine.
At least 9 books on my TBR and 0 read. That's okay. The month is still going. Let's see. Amari not out yet here. It's not pre-ordered.
Usually you guys get it before we do.
That's what I thought.
That's surprising.
But theirs got purple edges. Pat, I might need to talk to you.
Bonnie, do you have the hardcover?
The one that I have is hardcover.
Okay. Both of them have the same design on the inside hardcover, but in different colors. So they match.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have like a swirl star design.
What?
The Mari and the Knight Brothers is blue, and then Mari and is it the Great Game is the title of the second one is red, but it has the same design on the inside.
I need to check that out. So let me ask you. Okay, I'm totally getting off topic because we're totally supposed to be talking about Hocus Pocus, but will there be a book 3? That's all I want to know.
I would like there to be a book 3.
Oh, Jamie, you're muted. Hold on. Go ahead.
Sorry, he hasn't announced it yet, but I do believe there is because he left the second one on a cliffhanger.
Again?
Like a major cliffhanger.
Not reading it. I'm gonna wait for the third book to come out first.
I love you, baby. But these awful freaking cliffhangers.
Like, I know. When I got to the end, I'm like, did I skip something? So I went back and I listened to it again. I was like, okay, no, this is the end. Like, come on. Are we getting a third one? What's going on?
But here's the worst part is like the second one kept on getting pushed back. It was one of those that got really affected with the paper shortages. It was supposed to come out in like April of last year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping that because of that, the book 3 is already wrote. So by the time 3 comes out,
I hope so because I need to know what happens.
I want to know what happens.
It happens, Ashley. It does. Like, trust me. We were all talking about reading slumps. Honestly, if it wasn't for these two, I probably wouldn't have read as much as I have. We've buddy read half of our list.
July, I think I read 3 books. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, July was just not the month for me.
And that's okay. The whole point of reading is to read when it feels good, right? Like, I am not one of those people that's going to force myself to read a book if I am not feeling it.
Yeah, I can't do that. Then I won't pick a book, and then I'll put it down and never pick it up again. And it could be like a
people, saying, I read 50, 100,000 books this year. And I'm like, that's great. But I want to remember what I read, and I want to enjoy what I read. And that's...
yesterday, when I looked on my Goodreads, it said I've read 113 this year.
There you go.
Holy crap!
But here's the thing.
I don't feel like I've read that much, though.
I was gonna say, you always say, I did not read that much.
I honestly don't feel like that, though.
I also feel like, and I don't mean this is a bad thing, but you read a lot of shorter stuff.
I do. I read a lot of middle grade because that's my favorite genre.
Yeah.
Aww. So that's probably why.
Middle grade spooky is where it's at. That's the only spooky I can handle.
I love middle grade. You should read
That's why I sent you guys that book, The Witch Test.
I did see that, and it looks really interesting. I haven't looked it up yet. I just got Kiki's delivery service because I haven't seen the book since I was younger, and my friend was talking about how she just watched it, so I bought the book. I need to
watch it. I've never
watched it.
Me neither.
I know Princess is gonna kill me because I said that, but
same.
I haven't watched it.
Let's see. And his numbers, the second. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a series.
Yay! That makes me so happy.
That's awesome.
Hopefully,
you guys should read Squid Scratch.
Yes. You told me about that book.
It's a very, very creepy middle grade.
I can handle creepy. Long as
I love when it's middle grade though.
Like, I was listening to it, and she was describing what a ghost was doing, and I was the only one in my house. All my lights were off, and I was like, okay, I got to get up and turn on some lights because it creeped me out. And it's a middle grade book.
Who is that written by?
Oh, I don't remember the author. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
For the audience, my question to you all is, have you ever watched Hocus Pocus the movie, and will you be watching the second one? Again, that does release September 30th. But that's my question to you all. Like, we're going to watch it now that we've wrapped it up. But I want to know if you all have seen it and if you're going to watch it. Now, that's their question. Your question is, who is your favorite character now that you've dove back into the story? Has your answer changed since the last time we talked about this?
Including book 2?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's changed. I like her best friend Tyler. He's so freaking adorable.
Yeah.
Really? You changed. Okay.
I like Thackeray, but I mean, he's like, I don't know, he stayed human throughout the whole thing. He wasn't a cat, so he wasn't protecting nothing. He was just like
a guide.
Yeah.
Just like, you should do this instead. And you're like, okay.
I kind of want to, I'm not, but going off of what Jamie's saying, I kind of want a side story about Elizabeth.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe the third book can be about her.
Her and Billy, maybe.
Yeah.
I want more Billy.
Because you never, honestly, if you think about it, you never got like the backstory of Billy, just besides the fact that like Winifred got pissed at him and.
Yeah, and I want to know who. I don't know if we're going to be spoiling the end of the book, but I want to know who this guy is that woke Billy up.
Yeah.
And why does he have the same eye as Winifred's book?
I feel like he's one of her lovers. Here's my
that's where my brain went.
Here's my crazy assumption. In my head, Winifred had a lot of men, and her sister Sarah she flirted a lot, and those men fell for it. But because it was her sister, she wasn't gonna put a curse on her sister, so she punished all of the men for being too evil.
Yeah,
so I feel like a lot of these stories of these like random people popping in are men that at one point Winifred done wrong. Like that guy with the eye. Like I feel like her book that she's so obsessed with is made from the skin of the men that she just was over.
Not just one guy though, I think.
Multiple men.
It's multiple, yeah.
And like I don't know if they're all living or not, but well, probably not, because it's been 400 years? I don't know. But I feel like she she cursed them, and how she keeps the curse is stealing parts of their skin and their eyeballs.
Yeah.
Because I never understood why the eye moved. Because they never explained that in the first movie.
Because she took it from a guy. That's what my heart is.
She sewed Billy's mouth shut, so it wouldn't be too much of a push to make her go to the eyes.
There's more men that she punished. Okay, we're totally ignoring the chat. Okay, jumping back in. Yeah, thanks. It's been a rough month. Not feeling well, so I got nothing read. That's totally fine, babe. Take care of you. You come.
Try Cozy Mysteries if you want to get out of a slump. Cozy Mysteries help.
Also, you can always listen to them.
Yeah.
Be in good place, and you're not gonna retain the book. That's big for me.
Yep.
If I'm not retaining it, it's a wrap. I'm done.
Lindsay Curry is the one who did Scratch.
Okay. Lindsay Curry.
So it's written by a woman.
I like it.
Let's see what Pat got for us.
I want to read it so bad.
I haven't heard of that.
Her power comes from her hair. It's awesome. The pictures are great. Like,
wait. Hold on. This is news to me. Wait, what?
That's so cool.
The girl gets sent to, from what I can gather, she gets sent to a magic school, and she doesn't realize that she's magic, and she has this very unruly curly hair. Very unruly curly hair. And her magic comes from her hair, which I think is really awesome.
That is so cool.
I'm literally Googling this right now. Like,
the cover is so cute.
Right now.
The cover is adorable.
I might cry.
And everybody who's read it has given it at least 4 stars. Like,
oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Okay.
I know, right? Like the cover is just
$13. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my cart. Can be delivered on June. Okay, yep. Okay, already in my cart. Had to move fast. Okay, sorry. I haven't even heard of this book.
I never heard of it either.
I want to say July something.
How have I missed this? When was this released?
July, maybe? August? Not that long ago.
How did I miss this?
I missed it too.
Okay. I'm going to keep going, but I want to know, how did I miss this? Stopping in to say hello, love you all, but I'm working, unfortunately. Totally fine. Make your money. Make your money, sis. We will be here. Got some love in the chat. And then The Witchery by Sophia.
I have that.
Looks good too. The Witchery. Why does that sound familiar?
Really beautiful cover.
Is that the book you sent us?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm mixing up.
That was The Witch Test. The author actually is sending me a copy.
So many witch books.
I know, right?
I love it though. I'll
read
witch books every day of the year.
Play music and chill. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Here is my question. Now that you've read it, now that you got it, you've changed your answer as far as who's your favorite character. But which character is most like you?
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Thought I'd mix it up a little bit, you know?
I would have to say Poppy's more like me. Really? I'm more like kind of shy like she is. When I did have a crush on someone, I did tell my best friend who was a guy, which is why I think Tyler reminds me of him. So that's why I like him so much, because he had the same banter as Tyler. And even if my parents told me to do something, I wanted to do the opposite of whatever the hell my parents told me to do. And then my parents had this weird like family legend thing, and I never believed it. And then I did research on it, and it turned out it was true. So I'm like, what the? So yeah, I think I was more like Poppy.
Okay, I like that. A lot of similarities.
That's a tough question.
I was gonna say, Alicia, what you got?
Well, the only reason I say is I think Isabella, or is it Isabel or Isabella? I can't remember.
I think it's both.
Yeah, both. So I'm just gonna know who I'm talking about. Because she was, at least at that time in my life, I was friends with everybody. So like I kind of weaved through groups. Like I never was in a group sort of per se. I was friends with the theater kids. I was friends with the everywhere. Like I was friends with everybody, and it used to make some of my friends like that were in these groups pissed, but I didn't care. I was like, I'm just friends with everybody, and that's like, I was.
Because people get cliquey, and they're like, well, we don't talk to these type of people, and it's like they're people. Relax.
Yeah.
Stop loving yourself a little bit too much, okay?
Exactly.
I think who I'm most like.
I do have my Winifred moments.
That's such a hard question.
I do have my Winifred moments hardcore.
That's such a hard question, though. Because I feel like, for me, I'm very much like Thackeray. Like, my family is everything to me.
Yeah.
Like, without question. I have been in situations because I have to protect my siblings, and they're oblivious to most of the things that they're doing. So,
being the oldest is great and sucks at the same time.
It is. It's a setup. Because I came first, I am now responsible. So I have to say that was probably that. Yeah, I would have to say Thackeray, but also I feel like Allison reminds me of me as well. Because she's like, I don't know, like she's a cool mom, you know, like she's
so Allison's mom. Okay.
She's a little bit strict, but at the same time, she's like, she cares about her daughter and like her happiness. And that's so important to me. Like, I'm a cool mom. It's such
in the kitchen was so cute.
Right? Like it's so adorable.
Yeah.
So I think I'm tied between those two. I am interested in knowing, what do you think is going to be the biggest difference between the book and the second movie?
Oh, I hope they stick to with like Max being a teacher and then the bully guy being a principal. I hope they stick to that.
That was great.
Because knowing like why he hates Max and why he's so hard on Poppy, I was like, oh, that has to stay in the movie. Come on.
But here's my only concern with that is none of the original actors are reprising any of the roles.
Yeah, I know, that sucks.
So that's why I'm like, did they cut that part out completely? I know the one who played the sister never got asked back. Neither did the guy who played Max. He didn't get asked.
Well, that's one of my questions, is that did they just recast them?
Right. That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe because they're like older and stuff, you know. Yeah.
But it was just sad to read like that they would have done it. Like they would have been like, yeah, we would have been game.
Or is it like a twist like they did for Spider-Man, where they were like, we're not doing it, and then you saw clips of them actually in the suit, and you're like, but I see you in the suit.
Yeah. But like I was saying before the live, how in the book, Allison and Max has a black candle locked up. And in the movie trailer, you see this guy handing them the black flame candle. Yeah.
Maybe they're.
And then out of nowhere, Winifred's book pops up on Elizabeth's bed. Like, what?
I know, right?
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're doing it again where we're just talking and not responding to chats. So back to the chat. Play music and chill. Of course, that's a vibe. Yes, that's right. Alicia is badass. I just saw it and I literally cannot wait.
It's already in my cart. I haven't purchased it yet, but I want it.
It'll be delivered on Tuesday, September 27th. So I will be reading it. Mine has sprayed. Where did you get them?
No, you know what? If you want the sprayed edges, order from Waterstones or Book Depository.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pat probably got hers from Waterstones.
Okay. Adding a note. Adding a note because I want to see.
Hit or miss sometimes, depending on the book. If Book Depository has it, the Book Depository ships faster.
Got it. Okay.
If that makes any sense.
My bestie finally had a chance to catch a live show, but I'm worried about spoilers because I love Hocus Pocus. I'm so sorry. Of course I do because Bonnie does, and we like all the same things. So I can't last long. Okay, you get out of here. You're not allowed to watch past this point because we are spoiling everything.
I love the name. I love the name.
We're literally the best of friends, and I just accept that, and he does too. But yes, if you haven't already, follow, like, subscribe, all my friends, and they're awesome, and they're amazing, and they're great, and they're bookworms, and it's all love here. So just telling it. Like
I actually think one of their videos popped up as a For You page, like on my For You page.
You should watch it. It's hilarious.
I haven't watched it yet, but I have it on my list.
Yeah,
Water pre-orders it. Oh, pre-ordered it. Okay, I was like, who's doing the pre-ordering? Me? And then let's see. Love you all. You're so sweet. Get out of here before you learn stuff, and then you're gonna be like, tweet at me like, Bonnie spoiled it.
Stuff, you still should read it because it's great.
I'm really curious, but also concerned. I'm also concerned that a part of me is going to be sad seeing this new story. Also, I already feel old, right? I always feel old because I also watched Under Wraps, and that was a movie that I loved growing up.
Yeah.
And last night we watched the remake, and I was
They're
just
doing
like,
another one. They're doing another one.
See what I mean?
No, leave it alone.
Yeah. They're doing another one.
My heart cannot.
Stop it.
My heart can't take it anymore.
Stop it.
I just seen a trailer for it this morning.
No.
Wow. Wish me luck. I already feel old. I'm going to need all the luck I can get. Haha, fine. I'm out, but you keep up the great work. I appreciate it. That's so sweet. Get out. Get out of here. Okay. So my last question for you all is, will you be tuning in? No one has told me whether or not they're going to be tuning in. Will you be tuning in? September 30th, right?
Oh, yeah.
To the second movie.
I know. Yeah, definitely be
I want to make a big deal out of it, so I might actually pull out the projector and watch it on the big screen.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm thinking about doing it that way, but I'm not so sure. What about you?
Do it that way and get some snacks and some popcorn and make it like a
your own movie night.
Yeah,
exactly. I need to go grocery
M&Ms or whatever kind of candy you would normally get at the movie theater when you
light some candles and stuff. Heck yeah, that would be fun.
I can officially light my Hocus Pocus candles. Yay!
That's right. Okay, so what's going to be your snack? My snack is probably going to be an apple and caramel because I'm not being keto this month.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So I'm probably going to do like homemade caramel covered apples. It's going to be great.
I've never done that. I want to try it.
It's so great.
It's so fun. Oh, it tastes so good too.
You could do like apples and peanut butter and cinnamon on it. Whew, just melt the peanut butter and just drizzle. Okay, never mind. It's delicious. It's delicious. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. What about you, Jamie? What are you going to snack it with?
I'll probably eat some popcorn and maybe some like red vines because that's normally my go-to snack for the movies.
I have not had red vines since I was a little kid. Oh my goodness! Now I'm gonna have to find them.
I love red vines and I hate Twizzlers.
I'm the opposite.
Twizzlers is trash.
I'm the opposite. I like a good Twizzler, and the last time I had it is when we went to go see Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
How was Buzz Lightyear, by the way? I haven't watched it yet.
It was really cute. Very cute. And in my head, I was just thinking, like, this is the movie that Andy was obsessed with to buy Buzz. It was good. It was really cute. Really cute.
My dad was like, it's not made for adults. And I'm like, I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah, that's not going to stop anything. With the McFlurry, Bonnie, yummy. You ain't know. Stop it. Pat, this is chaos.
Pat has gotten me twice now. Pat has gotten me twice now. I bought McFlurries twice because of Pat keeps mentioning them.
Now, what kind of McFlurry? That's the important question.
Oh, I get Oreo ones.
Okay.
Last time I went, Tom wanted some, and I was like, I don't want to share with you. I think that was the first time. Because I was like, I need extra Oreos. I need this to be packed with Oreos. They're like, we got you. It was perfection. And he's like, I want some. Give me a bite. And that was the first time I was like,
no.
Do I really want to share this with somebody else? Not really.
He's like basic. I like popcorn. Like a good popcorn.
Popcorn? That's it?
I'm probably gonna make stuff. Like I have stuff for like a meat and cheese board.
So I was like, say I could go all out and do like nachos, maybe.
Ooh, now I'm just getting hungry.
Actually, I just made this. It's chicken sausage, but it's stuffed with feta and spinach.
Ooh, oh, that sounds good.
And I'm very funny with chicken sausage, but this one actually tastes good. So I might throw that on there.
I think for me, I'm probably going to do a what do you call it? I don't call it the right name. Shakira board. What is it called?
Security board?
Yeah, one
security board.
Yeah.
I just call it cheese board.
I just call it Shakira. So I'll probably end up doing one of those. But Tom hasn't seen the original movie, so we're probably gonna have to see the original first.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta make him watch it.
Do a marathon. Do both.
Yeah, Tom has the attention span of a 3-year-old unless a football game is on. So I'll be lucky to get him through the first one. So I'm gonna most likely get him through that. Well, yesterday we watched, what is it called? Jungle Cruise. Has anybody seen that? It has Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock.
It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that great. So.
It was a good movie.
I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I was like, this is going to be cheesy. And then 20 minutes in, we're like...
Oh, no, it was a good movie.
It was really good. Really good. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions that I had. We literally...
I think if I had
anything. What questions did you two have?
My question was, when you found out about what the principal said about Max leaving him there in the cage and shit, and then his best friend left to go help people who he didn't want to make them feel like they were lost and stuff. What was your reaction with that?
Oh, Ernie. Okay,
Ernie.
Or Ice is what he used to call himself. I feel like, although Max was wrong for leaving them, I feel like it was necessary for them to show that it wasn't cool to bully people.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I feel like that's why their lives turn around. Like he's a principal, he's protecting people, but like if that wouldn't have happened, they just would have continued being jerks.
Right.
So that just would have been mean until somebody knocked one of them out and would grow up.
In a way, he was kind of a jerk to his daughter because he didn't really do anything with her because he was so focused on people being safe and stuff.
That's true. But what would you prefer, him to be a jerk to his daughter or a jerk to the world? I think that's what it really came out.
That's the interesting part that I enjoyed about that twist was it shows that like even though you're a grown adult, some stuff that happened in high school can still
for sure
form you into the human you are, good or bad.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I feel like in this situation, it's easy to like label people good people, bad people.
Yeah,
because like legit the first movie you would label Zach a good guy. Like he wouldn't do anything wrong. He's protecting his sister. But in this book, it kind of shows you like sometimes people are both.
Yeah.
And it depends on the situation. Like you might think you're doing the right thing and then hindsight you're like, oh no, that wasn't the right thing. Even though I thought I was doing the right thing at the time.
And I like the fact that Poppy apologized for her dad being such an ass to him.
Yeah.
And he accepted it, which was pretty cool.
But that makes me wonder, like, if Zach never did that, what would their dad, like, what would her dad been? Like, as a
Right.
person.
Yeah.
Because even when they told him about the witches being back, he was just like, okay.
Oh,
go
you're
inside.
playing around.
I'm gonna lock myself in my house.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Like, it was
And
irrelevant.
she goes, well, I need help. And she goes, I'm just gonna lock the door. It's like he shut the door on her.
Yeah. But then
He's
you
like,
see the true terror. You see the true terror in all of their eyes, though, basically, when they do realize, oh my God, they are back. We need to get the hell out of here.
Yes. But I think what was really interesting to see is like the dynamic of how even the bullies grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, people talk a lot about bullying when they're young, but you don't talk a lot about who those bullies are when you grow up, right?
Yeah.
You're like, back when I was 17, this girl used to pull my hair, but
Yeah.
now we're in our 30s. Like, she's 32. What is she doing? Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see because he literally held a grudge for years about Zach leaving him, and like downplayed how he and his friend took his things. Like, you made him bike home without shoes on in front of half of the guys at school when he was new to town. You didn't think that was damaging?
Well, it also makes me wonder of what was happening to him at home.
Yeah.
Usually people that bully, there's some stuff going on at home to make them feel to make them feel like they're in control to bully someone.
That was a good question, Amy.
Because if you look at it, the daughter, because she was so frustrated, was mean to everybody else.
Yeah, she was a bully in a way.
But
I mean, not to the same extent, but
like,
still.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they were like different levels of bullying. Like, I feel like with the daughter, she was more of like a mean girl, right? And even she said it. She was real catty, very manipulative, you know. But the dad, I feel like, was like
no,
he literally said,
the dad was a full-on 90s bully.
Yes. I mean,
but I also wonder if she's catty, if she was catty because that got a response out of her father.
Or attention.
Yeah.
It could be because when they were at the party,
attention to some people.
Yeah, because when they were at the party and he walked up behind her, he's like, just go get some juice. He told her, he's like, I'm tired of your stuff, basically. Just go get some juice and stop picking on these kids.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like, because he was a bully, I feel like his reactions to her was more like, that's a part of growing up versus this is wrong. You need to correct this behavior.
Yeah.
This became a whole child therapy session.
But you also know people, like, I'm sure we all know somebody that, like, this is gonna sound mean, but like they kind of peaked in high school.
Yeah.
Like, they're still, even though we're in our 30s now, they're still in that like high school brain.
Oh yeah.
I see it in my hometown and I'm like, you're in your 30s. Why are you still hanging out at the same bar we used to hang? Because we used to
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they never wanted to let go. And I can name someone right now off the top of my head that does
like
that
everybody
shit.
can. I feel like there's certain people who that is their prime. Like, I mean, it's sad to say, and that's a choice that certain people make, but like high school was their prime. So anything outside of that is like, it's irrelevant.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to get the hell out.
I mean, we're all at the stages where we're probably going to reunion soon, if not already. And they're like, "Oh, I used to be this," and you're just like, "Yep, that's nice."
Well, that's what's so interesting now is like back when my parents were going to high school. Like, I feel like reunions were necessary because there wasn't social media. Like, why do I need to go pay to have dinner with a bunch of people who didn't like me when I can just see all their kids on Facebook?
Yeah,
you
true.
know, like not like, and like that's the stupid thing. Like, I got a letter the other day. Our 15-year reunion's coming up, and I'm just like, why? Like,
I got
no disrespect to you, but like, why would I pay $600 to spend a weekend with people who didn't like me, who wanted to pretend that they were my friend 15 years ago?
Yeah, I got mine too, and then like, cause I'm still friends with one of the ladies that were in the office. I was like, you can put me down as not going because I don't want to talk to anybody. Cause
I would go if it was like, hey, we're all gonna meet at the local Applebee's or whatever, and like But like, I'm not going to pay to spend a weekend in a town that I don't live in anymore.
Yeah, see, mine, they're wanting to do it in the gym at the school I went to. So I'm like, no, I'm good.
I guess it's for nostalgic value, I guess.
I would go for that.
Here's the pictures and the yearbook.
Yeah, I would go for that.
Maybe.
But like, they wanted to do, we lived about an hour from a beach town. So they wanted us all to rent a hotel room and spend the weekend there. And I'm like, I can see maybe spending an evening, but like a whole entire weekend with a bunch of people who haven't really changed that much.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Like, they're all going to talk, like.
I don't know. I don't know if I would actually, I don't know.
If social media didn't exist and I'd be curious about the person who picked on me and like what they look like now, I can just look on Facebook.
Well, what about friends? You could always see your friends from back then.
I do. We're supposed to catch up next month when I'm home. I still have.
So asking Pat, and anyone else in the chat, what would be one reason that you would go back to your reunion? I would actually go back to see old teachers. I have some.
I would go for teachers.
Same.
I would love to like connect with them. I have this one teacher who was literally my mom. She was the best. And I'm still friends with her on social media. And she's like, you better send me an invite when you have that wedding, young lady. She was the best. For my graduation, she took me and a bunch of friends to dinner. She was just so amazing and full of energy. And she was just awesome. I was a fan.
That's the weird part is you're getting older. Like, because my mom taught in the same high school that I went to high school in. Different departments. Like, I know she never was my teacher. She worked in a different classroom, so we never crossed. I mean, we did cross paths, but it wasn't like weird, like your mom teaching you or whatever.
Yeah.
And because of that, like my mom became friends with my teachers, and then when I got older, they were like, "Oh, you can call me by my first name," and I'm like, "No, I can't."
That's so
like,
weird.
They all took, when I was like 25, they all took me out to the bar, and I'm like, I can't refer to you as your first name.
It's like, uncomfortable. I'm gonna go now. Oh wait, I missed a comment. What was that comment? I have skipped all my reunions. No thanks. I have one friend from high school I get lunch with regularly, but hard passed on the rest. I didn't have like, there were people who were just jackasses. But for the most part, the people I went to school with were okay.
Okay, I'll do my best.
They were pretty okay. Nothing too crazy. So for me, I mean, it would just be nice to see people because I haven't seen them since high school because I went to college early. Like some people had a summer and then college, but I literally was like, let's go.
You went right in.
School it is. I was there in advance. So I didn't get to say bye to a lot of people. And then when I graduated and came back, most people were already on to other stages in life and we moved. So when I came home, it was a whole different place. I'm like, well,
that's where I'm at. Like when I go home to visit people, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but like all my friends now have kids. So it's like when we do catch up, like, and I don't mean this is a bad thing. It's all about their kids and stuff. And they just like I got disinvited from a dinner party because I was the only person that wasn't bringing a date.
Oh.
Like stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't need this. Like I don't mean them any harm or anything like that. But like,
I don't know. For me, I have a combination. I mean, even the ones that have kids, they balance it pretty well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, everyone knows I'm fine with kids or not,
I love
you know.
kids.
Yeah.
So they're like, if we got to go to dinner, I can't go because my kid. Girl, if you don't put that baby in that car seat, let's
right,
go.
like that doesn't bother me. That's the part that's aggravating is like, I don't care. Like I was there for the most of your kids being born, so it's like I don't care.
For the teachers, the students, no, my mother had been a lot of them midwives, so no thanks.
Well, I don't know if this is just my perspective, but like there were a lot of people, not teachers, but kids that didn't think I would get as far as I've gotten. So I want to go back and be like,
what?
mic drop, like
you're just like, here I am.
Yeah,
probably for me. I think I would love to see my teachers. That's for 1000% will probably be my biggest reason for going. I would like to see old friends. I mean, it's not like a dire thing. Because for me, for one, I went to school with my siblings. So when people legit didn't believe that my sisters were my actual sisters. So they would say stuff like, "Oh, that's your sister. That's your friend you just hang out with a lot." And I'm like, "No, like we have the same parents. Like, do you want to meet our mom?" Like
we came out the same place.
Right. So I spent a lot of time with family even at school because I went to school with cousins and stuff like that. So people would say like, "Oh, that's just somebody you hang with and you consider them family." I'm like, "No, like that's my aunt."
Yeah.
So it's weird around that. So it'd be nice to see like other people that I haven't seen since high school, because I had really close friends. Like I talked a lot about, like, I had a lot of male friends too who were dogs and crazy and goofy, and I just want to see them adult goofballs. Like that's
most of my friends were on the hockey team.
I mean, I would go for teachers and one friend, because now he lives in Hawaii, so we only get to see each other like if we chat, like video chat. So like I would like to go, like if he goes, I would be like, yeah, I'll go just to hang out with you.
There's random people that like I know moved, like my one friend moved to Japan. I'm like, I would, if you're going, I'll go. But like,
yeah,
the people.
But he, like, I even sent him a message. He's like, I ain't going. I don't want to deal with all those negative ass drama people. I'm like,
that's the thing, and like that's the thing, and all the people who agreed to go are those negative. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, I don't need that. I don't wish you any ill will. I wish you the best, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Pat. So your mom delivered their kids? What? Spell check is doing me wrong. Jump. Wait, so your mom delivered their children? What?
So your mom's a doula, then?
Yeah, that's awkward. You go in there and you're
weird.
Like, "Oh, you support me."
That would be weird.
To deliver to yours. Awkward. Hella awkward. Just saying.
Well, my brother was delivered. My mom's doctor, when my brother was born, went to high school with my grandmother.
What?
Yeah. He walks in. My brother came out really quickly. Like he couldn't even switch into scrubs. He was still in his golf t-shirt. My brother came out within 15 minutes.
The guy who delivered me dated my mom.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward.
For sure, because my dad just walked into the room right when they were about ready to like pull me out and everything. And my mom goes, "Oh, this is her dad." And he's like, "I dated her, by the way." Just full out told my dad,
That's
dated
so
her, by the way.
I would expect that to come from your mom, not the guy.
The doctor was so proud of it. He's like, "I dated her, by the way, so I've seen all of this before you."
I would die. I would die. Just kill me now. I would just die. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die for something mediocre, like from embarrassment. That would be me. People were like, "Oh, how did she die? Was it a car crash?" No.
Embarrassment.
It was embarrassing.
She was embarrassed.
I've been embarrassed before. You all know how I was embarrassed before.
Same, mine too. But like when my mom told me that, I was like, no, that didn't really happen. So I asked my dad. He's like, "No, yes, this doctor flat out told me I seen your mom naked and everything, and I dated her." And I'm like, "What?
That's
what? Like, did you ask for another doctor or what?" He's like, "Nah, we chatted. I went and had coffee with him." I'm like, "No."
Wow.
No.
Wow. That's hella uncomfortable. Yes, right? My mom is a midwife. So yeah, a lot of them ask her how I am. But does she tell? Because my mom tells everybody's business. She don't try to, but she tells everybody's business.
Oh yeah,
that is the one plus of my mom working in the high school that I went to, because everybody knew she was my mother. But here's the funny thing, and she'll get mad at me for saying this, but oh well. Not in a mean way, but like you had sisters, Bonnie, so you'll understand this. my mom used to steal my clothes all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And my friends would even notice. They were like, your mom's wearing the skirt you wore on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, that's
You
not
know, like-
stealing. That's called we live in the same house. What's clean?
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. Like, even now, I'll go through the closet. I'm like, oh, that's where that T-shirt went that I can't find.
No, here's
To
my
this
siblings
day.
hate this. To this day, they hate this because I've always been this way. Every time a season changed, I do like this huge closet clean because I
do the
switch
same
out
thing.
my winter or whatever clothes for the next season, and I always end up with a bag of stuff where I know I'm not going to wear. So I just take it to my sisters. Like that's literally the thing. So they always are like, "We're not going to wear this. We're not going to wear this." I'm like, "Okay, if you're not going to wear it, donate it." And then literally 3-4 years pass, and I'm like, "You got that sweater on."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want it. They're like, "Well, we didn't throw it away." So it's wow, Jamie. Yes.
Oh,
Jamie,
I know.
she needs a hug. Just say I'm good, but they love her.
Well, look at it this way: your mom might have dirt on those people because of how their delivery went.
True.
Or certain things they said when they were in a lot of pain pushing out a human being.
No, you want to hear something funny? Every time I find out someone's pregnant, I always say, "Don't poop on my baby," because my sister was telling us about how
fear if I ever have children.
During birth, some moms like they can't control it; it just comes out. So the running joke is like, "Don't poop on the baby." Like I always laugh at it, but my nephew
that is one of honestly, I know it's irrational because it's a normal bodily function, but that's a fear of mine. If I ever have
it still makes me laugh. I'm terrified of delivering a child.
I had to have a C-section.
I'm also afraid of paper cuts. Don't judge me.
I mean, I had to have a C-section. Like last minute, they're like, "Oh, by the way, you're gonna have a C-section." I'm like, what? But with my brother, my mom delivered my brother, but he was breached. Oh. So the doctor was like, "We're not going to wait for him to flip, or I'm not going to flip him. We're just going to pull him out." So as soon as they pulled my brother out, my mom was like in pain and crying, and my brother, like, he wasn't crying at first. So the doctor smacks my brother's butt like they're supposed to. As soon as he smacks my brother's butt, my brother peed on him and shit on him and then threw up.
For putting me through that.
Right?
My mom went through over 24 hours of labor with me. My brother came within an hour. Wow. And they kept on arguing with her, and she was like, "He's coming. I can feel like he's coming." And the nurse kept on arguing with her. The doctor walks in, doesn't even change into the scrubs. My mom pushes 3 times and he's out.
Oh, wow.
After all the issues with me, he was the easiest birth she's ever had.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was in the middle of changing, and he basically caught him before he changed into scrubs.
Wow. See, the woman's body, amazing.
Right?
Terrified.
It's terrifying.
That takes into it.
My mom almost died twice with the pregnancy while she was having me. And so
I'm traumatized because I have not had children, but my siblings have. And I have one sibling who literally screamed until her voice went out. Like her
vocal cords broke.
Just broke. And I was like,
my sister, when she had my first niece, she's like, "Oh, I don't want to take no drugs. I don't want the epidural, nothing. I want to do it natural." So they're like, "Okay, go ahead." My sister got so tired of pushing halfway through, she stopped, and my niece was halfway out. So when she stopped, everything contracted and broke my niece's collarbone.
Oh,
so
that
happens a lot.
Wait, my mother gave birth to my brother in the elevator because they didn't make it in time.
Yeah,
I've heard that too.
That happens a lot too.
My mom had my sister in the car on the way to the hospital.
Yep, nope.
In the middle of wintertime, we were living in Oklahoma at the time. It was snowing. There was like a blizzard coming. They were stuck in traffic, and she had my sister in the car. And then my stepdad's like, "Well, now we don't have to pay for a room or nothing."
You still got the
And my
date
mom's
on.
like,
He's like, we got a deal. We got a deal.
Well, my little sister was born on the hallway.
Whoa.
My dad's wife said, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, she's like, my water broke, but I have to go to the bathroom. So she went into the bathroom, and my dad got her pants so she could, because everything got wet because her water broke.
yeah.
Yikes.
And she went to go to the bathroom, and she could basically feel her head.
Wow.
Okay. I am now petrified. I'm terrified and uncomfortable.
Thank God the EMTs got there really fast, because my father would pass out if he had to deliver his own kid.
Yeah.
Get their stuff. Well, we are gonna wrap up. We're officially at time. I have no idea where or how this conversation went, but it was
rolled.
I don't know.
We roll with the punches over here. You never know what you're gonna get yourself into. Let's just be honest. But if you haven't checked it out, we recommend checking out Hocus Pocus. New movie coming out on the 30th. So I hope you guys will be watching as well. But have a good one. Make sure you guys check out Jamie's channel. Make sure you're liking, subscribing there. But also Alicia's Instagram. We're working on her getting a channel.
My channel is coming. I'm having editing problems.
Yes, we're working on it. Thanks. It was a blast. Oh, Pat, you're always
Thanks,
so
Pat.
supportive. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Pat. We
Well,
still have to one day get you on a live, because you support everybody else. You need to get on a live your day one.
You just let us know how we can
Maybe
support
that could
you
be
back.
my first live, talking Pat into coming on live. Maybe one day.
One day we will find a way to give you love back. Oh, you're so sweet. Alrighty. Well, thanks you guys for checking us out, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.